Hello, this is Chris Beasley, and today I'm going to show you how to analyze a cyclic voltammogram using Gamry Echem Analyst. Typically, when analyzing cyclic voltammograms, you're going to be interested in finding peaks and integrating over a specific area. So first, we'll go through how to find peaks. There's one of two ways that you can do this. You have to highlight a portion of the curve and look for peaks in that region. So you can do this using the mouse, or you can do this using the keyboard. And today I'll show you how to do this using the mouse. So we click on the mouse, then I click on a point before the peak and after the peak, and we can see that this has highlighted this portion of the curve to find the peak. I click on Cyclic Voltammetry and Peak Find, and we can see it found this peak and drew the peak height down to 0 baseline. If you want to change the baseline, you can click on Cyclic Voltammetry and Automatic Baseline, and we can see it draws a baseline based on the slope of the double layer charging. If you want to manually draw a baseline, you can click on Draw Freehand Line, drag your own baseline, right-click over that line to accept it, then simply change your peak baseline to line 2. And we can see that it drew to line 2. If we would like to find the second peak in our cyclic voltammogram, I click on a point before the peak and a point after the peak. Again, we see the curve is highlighted in that region. And I click on Peak Find. And if I want to draw an automatic baseline for that peak, I simply choose Automatic Baseline, then pick Peak 2, and click OK. Right, so we can see now how to find peaks. We can also see a Peak Locations tab has been added to the end of the other tabs, showing peaks 1 and peak 2. It shows their current to 0 baseline. It shows the potential of those peaks, and then it also shows you the height of those peaks to the baselines that you drew or you selected. Okay, so let's go back to the chart. And integrating follows a very similar process. We're going to select the portion of the curve that we want to integrate. So I'll pick a point before the peak and after the peak. Then I will click on Cyclic Voltammetry and Integrate. And we can see that it is integrated to 0 current here. If we wanted to change the baseline, that's fairly easy to do. We just choose Region Baseline and Region 1, Line 1, and hit Close. And we can see that it is now integrated down to the baseline that we got from the slope of the double layer charging current. We can also see that it has added an integration tab to the end, and it shows you Region 1 and Area 1. Now, if you're going to do this for Region 2, it would be the same thing, to integrate the area under the peak number 2. If at any time you would like to clear the regions or clear your peaks, it's fairly straightforward. You click on Clear Regions, and it takes away our integrated area. If you want to clear your peaks, you can do that also. It takes away the peaks. And lastly, you can even clear your baselines if you want to. It clears those lines and goes back to the beginning. So that is how you analyze a cyclic voltammogram when you're looking for peaks and you want to integrate a specific area under the curve.